Hello friends, welcome to a new watercolor tutorial. I am VanidasMangathil. In this tutorial, we will be making a simple watercolor sketch on top of an ink drawing. This is the work that we have done, and I will be explaining all the process, and hopefully this will be very informative to you and you can use it as a practice approach. Today I am using a sketchbook and a waterproof black pen. Okay, so I am making a very simple drawing, an imaginative drawing, and the idea is that just to practice some watercolor sketch. Let us start with a very simple house sort of a structure, and then we will see what we can add. It is from imagination, so whatever comes to my mind at the time of drawing, I am just adding it. Okay, so yeah, just whatever, when you draw it, I mean you either use a reference and you can look at the reference and then draw it, or if you have some idea in your mind, you can just draw. If you want, you can draw first with the pencil and then later you can add it. I mean, you can draw over with the pen. Okay, so if you are confident, you can directly draw with the pen itself. And since I am not very serious about this, it is a kind of a casual practice. It is an approach for a casual practice, so you can directly, I mean, commit it by drawing with pen. Okay, I mean, if you draw with pen, I think you will initially you may have some problem, but later you will find it I mean, comfortable. You don't have double work to do. First to do the pencil sketch and then paint over or draw over with a pen, then erase the pencil marks. You don't have to do all those things. Okay, if it doesn't work good, then I mean, discard it and take a fresh paper. Okay, right, so a kind of a house and some kind of a bushes behind and a big tree behind, some sort of stone or pieces of rock. If you ask me the reason behind all this, putting all these elements, I don't have any answer. I don't have any reason. I'm just following the idea that I am getting while drawing. Okay. Right. What else? Maybe some foliages at this end also. Okay, actually we have to think about the composition also. I mean, it should look, I mean, little bit of convincing, as well as it should look composition wise. It should look okay. So there is a door and maybe a figure here. Somebody is maybe about to enter the house, maybe, and couple of windows. Yeah, some shadows under the roof. Maybe a figure here, I think. I'm planning for a couple of more figures. Maybe when I paint it, I might add a couple of more figures. Okay, maybe some shadows, right? I don't want to crowd it with lot of detail, so I'm just thinking of what to add. Maybe some steps, some suggestion for some steps. Maybe it is not a plain terrain, it is little bit of uneven terrain and you have to climb and then go to the house. I think that's it. I will not do too much details now, and we can call the drawing probably as done. Right. I'm using a small travel set of Sennelier, this pan. I will give the details of the materials that I have used, the pen as well as the colors. Okay, I will put the details into the description below. The sky is very suggestive. See, it is a sketch. It is not a full-fledged or very beautiful drawing. This is just a sort of a sketch practice. Okay, you can use this approach to loosen up yourself and play with colors, play with shapes, and you can often go, outside of the boundary of drawing. So we have made the drawing. That doesn't mean that you have to limit your brushworks within the boundary like a coloring book. You can always, cross the boundaries, and then you can play with the colors. See there, I just played with a really strong red color, some blue color. I'm allowing it to mix on the paper. I'm not sure whether it is going to work good, but see, unless you try it on paper, you won't know. So I'm taking this opportunity to try with this color. I usually don't use this pan or travel kit or this color. Usually, I for my usual work I use some other brands, but I always like to play with different brands and then try it out. This looks really strong pigment, and it looks really interesting. Only thing is that in my set I have very limited colors. I'm not finding the colors that I really want, so I'm just managing with whatever colors we have. So you don't have to precisely worry about the colors, the shades. So you can manage with whatever colors that you have in your set. Okay. You don't have to wait for that specific pigment or specific shade. You can manage with whatever you have. Right. I'm not mentioning the colors because I don't want you to look for the same colors. You look at the colors that you can see on the screen on the video, and you can get some similar colors, whatever you have. Okay, play with it. I know some of the colors are not looking good in my video, but as I told, this is just a playful approach. This is a sketch, and I'm still using with a reasonably big round brush. Okay, it's a soft round brush that I'm using, and I'm not actually filling the filling the paper with the colors. I'm leaving a lot of paper whites in between. It is treated as a very simple sketch. Okay, some darker colors. See, while even though it is a sketch, it is good idea to play with different colors and different kind of tones, right? Right. I think I am happy with those areas. Okay, I'm happy with those areas. And what we need to do now, we have a lot of things to do. In fact, probably I can suggest some of these steps now. I'm not happy. To be frank, I'm not happy with the steps. I will probably leave it now, and I might touch it. I may not touch it. Okay. Right. I wanted some greenish color here. Okay. Some green, some yellow colors I have mixed. I have mixed yellow and green, maybe olive green, some sort of a sap green. Okay. Play with the various colors and tones. Okay, as I told you, you don't have to treat it very seriously. Play. Do with a playful approach. Okay, you will, if you are, stress free, and if you are not very much conscious about getting good results, you can be very playful, and that will naturally get reflected. The playful mindset will naturally get reflected on the paper, and it will look good actually. I have made the paper wet for some area, for some color spread to happen. Okay, so I'm applying some yellow color here, maybe a little bit of red, See, I have limited colors in the set, so I am compelled to use the same colors again and again, but that's okay. Manage with whatever color that you have. Right. Mix, let the colors merge on the paper, let the colors sort of vary. Within the wall of the house, I'm allowing different colors to merge together. Be bold. Okay, sometimes these bold colors, fresh colors looks attractive on your sketch. And as I told, this is not realistic. It is something that is actually something fancy or some kind of a sketch practice it is. Okay, I think it is looking good now. The steps are convincing, even though it is not the best, but it is reading reasonably well. Okay, now what? Maybe I will make the roofing. I think we need to add. It is a sketch. I don't want to use dry brushworks here. So I think I need some more water. It should be a little kind of watery mix. Usually when I do act on watercolor paper, I many times I use a little thicker color mix for some dry brushworks and some kind of texture. But this is a kind of what do you call it as a sketch approach. So I want it to be a little bit more watery, the color mix. That gives actually some play of light on the walls and some shadows. That strong shadows on the light walls gives good contrast. Okay, these are some roof extensions. I would suggest you doing this kind of sketches a lot. These playful sketches, I would say, so that whenever you do your watercolors on actual watercolor paper in more realistic watercolors, you will get more confidence. You will understand what kind of brushworks works best for serious watercolors, and all those experience knowledge building up, you can do it by doing this kind of sketch practice. It is fun, it is easy, and we don't have to worry about perfect result. Okay, so I think it is reasonably okay. The figures are also done. The figure is not perfect, figure is not precise. Okay, just some suggestions, right? And what else? Some couple of more figures there, suggestions. Okay, some touches. I haven't made any drawing, so that gives little bit of a depth to the scene. Okay, some shadow area. Okay, and I think we are very close to calling it as done. Maybe I can just finish this shadow and then tell that this is done. I'm just looking if I have to do anything more. Okay, I have to maybe make the hairs for the lady figure. Okay, and she's walking towards the house. Okay, and some kind of a shadow for the open door, darker area. You could do that with pen also. I think I could have done that with pen also, but it's okay. You either do it with pen or you do it with watercolors. Some shadows. Some shadow for the house also, which I forgot. Okay, I think we can call it as done. Let me sign it. Okay, so signing is probably it's a process of stating that I am done. Still I am making some sketch and some pen drawing. I think I will not do too much. I'll just, maybe add a touch of shadow for this, and then let us call this as done. Thank you very much for staying with me throughout this video. Hope you found it informative, and hope you enjoyed it. Please do practice. Please do practice. I emphasize this point again and again. Please do practice. The more you practice, the better you get at watercolors. If you found this video informative, please do subscribe to my channel and press that bell notification. I'll be planning more and more videos to help learning watercolors. If you have any question or comments, suggestions, please don't forget to put them into the comment box below. Thank you very much. We'll soon see you with another tutorial.